The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The Packers at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw now. Here's Love. This is Fant on the short completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing. Love.
Going right back to Fant.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Josh Jacobs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Taylor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Love looking to throw it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Badgley's kick is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Love.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Love.
To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Love now.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Running left, Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
3rd down and 1.
Let's go now.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To the air with McCarthy.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 124 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
In motion goes the tight end.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw.
Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
For the field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A final shot before break. McCarthy.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Going for it, here's McCarthy.
That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A give for Taylor running right side. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the counter, it's Taylor.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On play action, McCarthy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Second down and inches. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Down to about the 23. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. McCarthy off the play fake.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Seven Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Here's Love. The short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
19, go! Trap 60, Riggs.
To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion, the tight end.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Milton Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now McCarthy.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That one out wide and intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Let's go.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Take go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Love looking to throw it.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown.
A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's got a man. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Ayuk, 51 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Warriors 70. Hey, smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Let's go.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Now 2nd and 5.
Stephanie. '70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Well, Love wants to shift things around. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, hey. Check that.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league.